One of the things that I love about Andover is the open-minded culture. People here, not just students, but teachers as well, are open-minded to the idea of changing fundamentally how they teach, or changing fundamentally how the school is, so that we can make the school a better, more idealistic place for kids after us.
So the culture at Andover is one that I think of as very open. I think of it as incredibly collaborative, because we are a place that's designed to support people. We want to collaborate with them. We tend to support projects and conversations that are about collaboration.
Hi, I'm John Palfrey. I'm head of school at Phillips Academy in Andover, Massachusetts. I came to Andover with a view that we ought to be doing some things differently, but also that I needed to approach that first year in a way that was really respectful of all the great things that were happening here. So I very much took my first year in this job to listen and to learn about what had made Andover so great for so long. I think it's very important whenever we're trying to bring about change in an organization to figure out how do you bring a lot of people in onto the same page and get working together. And to my mind, the first step in that is genuinely coming into a community and listening to what's going well and listening to the kinds of things that people want to change, and to build some trust among the people who are here and who have been doing it for a long time. And so that first year I spent really doing listening and learning and not trying to change anything in particular. So that, I think, is an essential first step. And then the second step was a strategic planning exercise we went through, which was very collaborative. So it was a very iterative process. It was one that involved a lot of people, lots of surveys and lots of in-person meetings and lots of design charrettes, and an effort really to bring together this vision into something that was tied to the values of the school, but also forward-looking and focused on these kids that we have here. And so we came up with a series of ideas around creativity and innovation. And one of them was to have a hub, a research and development institute called the Tang Institute, to be able to make possible these shared interests and these shared opportunities. So the launching of the Tang Institute really came out of that strategic planning process, and it has been a very important mechanism for our schools to take that shared vision and make it a reality without, in a way, disrupting lots of the other things that are going very well in the school.
So the Tang Institute is this giant hub of ideas. And so they try and take ideas from all across campus, be those ideas from students, faculty members, administrators, and so they try and bring those people together in a different setting so they can engage with material in a different way.
I'm Caroline Nolan, and I'm the director of the Tang Institute at Andover. From the beginning, the idea was, let's create this institute together. This is a place that has tons of ideas that are constantly percolating. It has a long history of that, but maybe no central hub for where that can go, and a person that can say, I'm here, bring your idea to me. So my first year here was characterized by meeting as many people as I could, listening and learning as much as I could. I think as a new person coming into this kind of environment, it's so important to let the environment kind of shape the vision and have the ideas be led by the teachers and not by me. So that was really what I was thinking about during that first year.
I think the primary difficulty was that there was a little bit of skepticism. What is it? What is this weird term, connected learning? What is this enterprise? Do we really need it? Is it going to take resources from elsewhere? And of course, in any institution, those kinds of questions are natural and appropriate. What I said to the community really was, come in and let's define it together.
My name is Niall Blunt. I am the geographer at large for the Sydney Archinovel Map Collection at Phillips Academy. That means essentially that I am the curator of the collection of maps. My own personal involvement with the Tang Institute is through the map collection. We have worked for a number of months now with an outside software developer, coming up with a program that allows students and teachers to engage with the historic map collection in new, innovative, and deeper ways. The Tang Institute has supported that project in lots of different kinds of ways, and has essentially made it possible for us to work with this company to create the program, and then will certainly help us in supporting getting the word out and having it become a widely used teaching and learning program.
I think the student body here is incredible, and they are full of ideas, and I think they are hungry to find places to grow and nurture those ideas. And we're lucky, we have a lot of different places where you can do that, and I think a lot of adults that are ready to help students to grow ideas.
Campus Connectors is the student liaison between the Tang Institute and basically the rest of the student body. I am involved in Campus Connectors because I want to make our school a better place with all the other students in the Campus Connectors group, but we want to bridge the gap sometimes that exists between teachers and students.
Campus Connectors is a group that lacks something, a sense of complacency. They walk around and they see not things for what they are, but for what they can be. For example, my friend Tanvi, she doesn't just watch TEDx talks, she talks about bringing TEDx to campus. And so do so many of my peers. That's what Campus Connectors is about, bringing these people together. Because when you have these people bounce ideas off of each other, that's when they really start to grow and develop and become a reality.
A lot of times, especially in the old school that I used to go to, there was this power dynamic between a teacher and a student, about how the way the teacher was supposed to act and the way that the student was supposed to act. Here, the idea behind teachers and students is kind of mixed up. Oftentimes the students are the teachers and the teachers are the students.
Innovation is a very hard thing to define, but I think it's important that we try, so I'll give it my best shot, which is to say I think it is about finding better approaches to things that are often familiar and also defining new problems that we didn't know were things that we could solve. And then a second part of it, I think, is saying, is there a question that we're not asking yet? Is there some way that we might engage kids that's not discipline-based, that's not something we do every day, but in fact it might enhance the experience of somebody who's here between the ages of 14 and 18. I think innovation can be about seeing something that doesn't exist and bringing it into being as well.